All right, I just clicked the go live button, so it says setting up. But I know last time it kind of started the live a little early. Okay, here we go.
I got live in my corner. It says
okay, bet. Okay, perfect. Oh man, we got a goodie for everyone tonight. By the end of this video, you're gonna discover a little bit more about Fast Eddie P, the collector, and I'm super excited to make this happen. Good looking out, Fast Eddie P, for doing this, agreeing to doing this, and being the first, the guinea pig.
And, I'm honored, bro. I'm honored.
For sure, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And please, link in the description. Once this is not live and it goes up, I'm going to put a link in the description for the Discord. The Discord is up to like 30-something people. Please come on in. We talk all things NFTs or Veve related, or just investment related. Or we even posting pictures of us opening up Christmas presents when we were kids. It's a ton of fun. Shout out to a couple of the members out there, John G and everything. It's just a lot of fun. Sezerpi is creating an NFT, and I'm encouraging him to hopefully maybe jump on the live and we can promote his stuff. And Mike, you're doing your thing. So yeah, man, I just wanted to make a platform where the community, we can go and just talk all things collectibles, NFTs, and all that. So also, as a paid member in the Discord, I'm offering 30% chance to double your money in Veve Gems, and guaranteed once a month, you're going to get an NFT from Opensea or Mintable. So I just want to, let's just get right into it.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. You know what? Let me set up the screen where I can see the chat. Oh boy. Okay. This I'm on the Mac. God.
Oh yeah.
And it is a mission for me because I am not used to it.
Yeah, you got people that like it and people that hate it. I'm one of the people that hates it.
Dude, me too. Okay, we got Strange in the chat. What's the deal? So we got West Side. What's the deal? All right, let's do it. So I want to start off by saying, I apologize. It's gonna be difficult for me to, be in the chat like that. Usually, we have Strange in here with us, and we can manage the chat. But man, it's gonna be tough. We'll see. I'll do my best. All right. So first question. I have a few questions, and then we're just gonna flow with that. Where were your parents born? Where were they from?
So I have a kind of a complicated story. So my mother and father both were married before they had me. They both had 2 kids, so I have 2 siblings from both of them, half siblings. So they were actually all friends. So my father, yeah. So they were friends. So my father and his ex-wife got divorced, and my mother and her ex-husband got divorced, and then they met again in the 80s, early 80s, and they were both single, and they got together and had me. But it caused a lot of complicated confusion.
Yeah, man. And where were they from originally? They were
both from here. My grandparents, my father's mother was from Italy. She came here when she was very young. They lived in Corona, Queens, when it was farms.
Corona was farms?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Ah.
Before the World's Fair, like that time. Then the World's Fair came in and changed everything. My grandfather was half Lithuanian and half Italian. Okay. And then on my mother's side, her mother was also Northern Italian, and her father was part Austrian and a couple of other things. So I'm like a mixed bag. Mostly Italian though. I grew up like mostly Italian. So. Okay.
And so then you what state did you grow up in? I think I know the answer to this, but
yeah, definitely. I grew up in New York. I grew up in Flushing. I'll get into it because I have no shame. My mother died when I was very young. She died when I was 3 years old. me and my father went and moved in with his mother, my grandmother, in Flushing. If anybody knows Flushing, it's like Manhattan. It's like
Yeah,
it's very crazy. Like, you know, like we
yeah,
lived on
yeah.
Main Street, we lived on Main Street in between Roosevelt and Union. So it
Oh,
was like growing
in
up
the
in
heart of
Manhattan.
it.
Like, yeah, hard. So I mean, that's where I grew up. We had like a huge backyard that was a parking lot. So my family owned the parking lot. That's where I ran around as a kid and had my fun. And yeah, and then unfortunately, when I was 9, my father passed. So I went and moved in with. Before he passed, he went to his ex-wife because his ex-wife divorced him and pretty much had his house and everything else. There was a really good school across the street. There was a house in Whitestone. It was a big house,
Damn,
pool in the backyard. You know, it's just a
that was
better life for
nice.
me. Right. So he put me there, which was a mistake. He didn't know that. He thought he was doing the right thing, but she winded up being a little crazy. My sister from my mother's side took her to court, custody court, and won me in court, which was a blessing. And my sister took care of me for the rest of my life, till I was an adult anyway. Um, and we still lived in Flushing, but on the other side by like Jewel Avenue. So like more towards Jamaica.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I grew up, like my teenage years, and then Whitestone, College Point area after that.
Okay. I mean that.
And then I moved out to Long Island.
How old were you when you moved to Long Island?
Probably 23.
Okay. Okay. So I know we spoke about this, but there was this mom and pop. It was specifically a father-son video game store that
Correct.
you and I, in one of the first conversations we had, I spoke about
Yeah.
that, and you knew exactly the spot I was talking about. It
Yeah,
was
it's an
across the street from
extremely
the high
famous
school.
place, like crazy famous place. It was on Northern Boulevard and Main Street,
Yeah, right
and
off
it
of
was
Main. It was when you
right.
go
It was
down Main
this
and
is
you hit
before
Northern, you make that right.
right.
It was right there.
This is before GameStop and before
Oh
all
yeah,
those.
this is. Do you
Right.
remember a place called? Oh my! It was like
Is
before GameStop, Funkos or
Funkoland? Yeah, this
Funko
is
Land.
before that. They were before that.
Yo, I remember before that it was just mom and pop spots.
Right.
So okay, going with that. So
Mhm.
what toys did you like collect or play with when you were a kid? Hulk Hogan
That
wrestling.
was my thing, bro. Wrestling was my life.
Yeah,
But
yo, man. I didn't have any of those, but my best friend growing up, he had a bunch of them. He was real
yeah,
into
I
wrestling.
had tons of them, tons and tons of them,
Yeah,
all
man.
drawn on and arms ripped off of them. And
So what cartoons did you watch growing up?
I was I was I was big on like uh I discussed this in the last one. I like Looney Tunes a lot, but I like DuckTales. I remember liking DuckTales a lot. But I remember really get because I didn't have cable when I was young. So I was like an outside kid. I stood outside like I was a dirty runny nose kid, like outside. So I remember like different strokes,
Oh yeah.
um, like stuff like that. That's what I really watched, more than cartoons, I would say.
Okay.
But cartoon wise, I liked like like when you came home from school, there was like the Channel 5 that would have all those cartoons. I would watch those. Like I said, DuckTales was probably the big one that I remember.
DuckTales. So
Yeah.
and by the way, I want to mention in the chat, if you have a question that you want to ask, want me to ask, I'll go ahead and ask Fast Eddie P.
Yeah,
And
anything. You could ask anything.
so somebody mentions that they remember Funko Land. Dude, I hadn't said Funko Land in forever, and it just while we're talking,
Yep.
it popped in my head. I'm like, yo, there was the one I used to go to was the one next to Queen Center Mall. It was right
Yep.
on the side of it,
It
across
was
the
there
street.
forever.
Bro,
Forever it
yeah,
was
man.
there.
I
Yep.
remember that spot, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, favorite video game. Talk to me.
Favorite video game, probably I
Give
would
me
say.
top three. Give me top three. Because that's
Yeah, that I would
tough.
have to. So I love all of Atari. I love everything, but Genesis to me was the greatest video game console. I would say I loved Road Rash was a great game on the motorcycles where you had the chain and the bat and everything.
Man, I remember that.
I loved Mortal Kombat. ABAC ABB was the blood code, if you remember that.
Oh, hell yeah. I forgot about that.
That was the blood code. Let's see, what else? I really, really enjoyed playing, for some reason. It was called Evander Holyfield Real Deal Boxing.
Oh, I remember that. I didn't like that one.
I loved it. When you typed in to make your own player, you typed in the Beast. You were able to be the green guy. I love that game. But I would say out of everything, Resident Evil probably took over everything. After that, Resident Evil to me is like the craziest video game ever. Also, so, Dreamcast. Dreamcast was a great 007.
Yo, speaking of Dreamcast, Daytona 500, I think was the name.
Oh, great game.
Bro, that game, I remember playing that for hours, and I used to invite mad people. We used to sit around and just take turns playing that game.
Dreamcast was so ahead of its time, but the problem was you could burn the game, so it didn't work.
Yeah,
I had Sega CD. I remember Sega CD was a great console as well.
So I did forget in the beginning of the video, by the way, today's fire card of the day is a Kobe Bryant PSA, what is this? A 9. This is his legit rookie card, man. Rest in peace. Now, an interesting question came in through the chat. George Omega, big shout out.
Shout out to George Omega. He's a good guy.
The 3, by the okay, 3 wrestlers. Your top 3 wrestlers.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Hulk Hogan for of course. And I would say number 3, probably Ultimate Warrior.
Yo, for whatever reason, I really like the Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Junkyard Dog. Yeah. Junkyard before Undertaker, Junkyard Dog.
Yep, you're right.
You know,
I remember guys I hated, like Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Like, it's crazy. Ted DiBiase, I hated him. George, by the way, I got some. I don't know if you could see that, but next time we do anything, I have some 1991 year autographed cards for you. I'm sorry the light sucks, but yeah, nice. I pulled them out of my all my autographs. I know that you like 1991 Fleer, so I pulled out a few that I had, and next time we do anything, I'll send them over to you.
All right. So next thing I want to ask is, what was the first thing you started collecting?
First thing I started collecting was definitely cards and comic books. I probably started collecting like 89, 90. I was really young, but it was something that I guess I definitely started collecting when my father died when I was 9. But before he died, I definitely started collecting, and he definitely liked that I was doing it. I think as a parent, you should always let your kids get into some type of hobby. I think it's a great thing, but I was always supported everywhere I went to collect. Like, it was something that I had a passion. I wish I had the stuff that I had. I was passed down some stuff from siblings. I wish I had it. I don't. I lost it through the years, obviously, but yeah, it was definitely cards and comics.
Did he collect, your pops?
My father was into, he was very into, I guess, antiques and stuff like that. So he didn't collect cards, but he had like antiques. So, he was really into that stuff.
So coming up,
we had a lot of antiques. Like, before he died, he had a lot of stuff.
Bro, if I ask something that's you don't want to answer, that no.
My life is open, bro. You could ask anything.
Away?
Huh?
How did he pass away?
He had a heart attack. He had a bad heart. So it's his father also had a bad heart, but he died way too early. He died he was 63. So I guess the gene passed me, because they say my heart's good, but he was a natural builder of cholesterol. So in the 1970s, he had a quadruple bypass,
Oh my God.
open heart surgery. He was in the medical books in St. Francis Hospital. So he was a gangster too. He was like, I mean, I don't want to say it to say it's cool or anything, but he was like, he was a real gangster. He was from Corona. If anybody knows New York, Parkside restaurant, he owned part of that restaurant at one point. Um, he was into like he would do like gambling nights, like Vegas nights,
I got
stuff
you.
like that. But he was an awesome guy. And yeah, he went too soon. You know, he didn't. Plus, after my mother died, he stopped really taking care of himself like that. You know,
Right.
he was a real healthy guy who drank juice every day, and you know, he loved going. You know, he liked to have a tan. He liked looking good. He would wear nice suits and shit like that. But he was
Right.
depressed. I know he was.
All right. So on a lighter note, all right.
Yeah.
So growing up, when you were collecting the sport cards and comic books,
Mm-hmm.
like how did you get money? Because bro, it sometimes is a struggle. I know sometimes you get
Yeah.
money from parents or whatever.
That's what I mean by like whoever, because I was bounced around a little bit. So, you know, I lived with a couple of different people growing up. So like, but wherever I was at, it was always supported that, you know, even video games and stuff like that. But luckily my father he was he worked for sanitation before he had that open heart surgery. So as he was on sanitation, he got off of sanitation with full benefits. So
Uh,
he worked for 4 years and left sanitation with full benefits. So this is this type of stuff that you were able to get away with back in the 70s. You can't do it anymore. But my whole family got Social Security. So as a child, till I was 18, I got $1,200 a month from Social Security, survivor's benefits. So, and me, all my sisters, my grandmother, everybody, we all had top of the line healthcare and everything else. So
wow.
that really kind of helped out too, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
So then what was your first car?
My first card.
Yeah,
Um.
car. Your first
Oh,
car.
car.
Yeah.
Oh, my first car was a Pontiac Grand Prix, and this is when I
What
was,
year?
you know,
What year was the
19
car?
1994.
Okay.
But it
Okay.
was hooked up, and it was a GTP. It was fast as a mamba. It was crazy. It was a great, nice car, really nice car. I had 5-star chrome rims on it. But guess what? I was 16 years old, so
Oh,
I didn't even have my license. I would drive to junior high school and see the
dang.
teacher.
Stop
Yeah,
playing. You used to drive to junior high school?
yeah, 194 in Whitestone. Yep,
You crazy, man.
yeah.
That's
Well,
how
when
you
I was a
roll.
kid, I all the stuff that happened to me, I wasn't an angel kid. So, you know, I got into a lot of kids do. I mean, you know, we would joyride and take cars and stuff like that. So I had come into some money as a young man and went and bought a car. So
Dang.
my first legit car uh was like a Buick, and then I bought a Cadillac Eldorado. And those are my first legit cars though, yeah.
Okay. Well, that question that you thought I asked, do you
Hmm.
remember the first card or comic?
I remember the first card that I put in a hard case that I was in love with was a reprint of 1953 Yogi Berra. So back in the day, Topps came out with that a reprint of 1953 Yogi Berra. A lot of people had it. That was probably my favorite card. For some reason, those 1950s cards did something for me, because I guess it was like, you know, like the artwork or whatever it was. It was the most amazing card to me. So nowadays, I really enjoy the older cards.
Okay.
My first comic books, I would say, it was before that. I'm gonna say my first uh real comic books, as like getting a little older, you know, not a little kid, was the Superman Dies, the
Oh,
whole
yeah, the black
compilation.
cover.
Yeah, the black cover, the white cover, all of them, Superboy, and this
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
when they
four
all
other covers.
came back. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my first real um collecting experience with comic books. I had comic books other than that, of course, but Cable #1. I remember Punisher #1. I had that was one of my favorite
Yeah, I
comic books.
like that. Yeah.
Uh, and a
There
few
was
other.
one. There was one Punisher #1 that had like holes in it or something, man. I'm going back. I would have to dig through the boxes. But there was, I don't know if you ever saw that one. Like it said Punisher, and then they were like him shooting, and they were like legit holes in the cover. If somebody remembers that, throw that in the comment.
Yeah, let us know, because I actually came back to Punisher #1 in the collection that I bought. I had 3 of them, but I sold them way too quick, which I'll get into later on.
Okay, all right. So, by the way, George Omega, did he buy some boxes from you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, because he's saying that he found a really good King Griffey, Barry Bonds that he plans to grade.
Okay.
So
Good for
nice.
him.
So okay, best 3 movies of all time. Like if you were stuck watching the same 3 movies forever for the rest of your life, what 3 would they be?
One of them would be Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Okay.
Yeah, I love that movie. Freddy Got Fingered.
What?
Freddy Got Fingered to me is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. It's so underrated to me. I don't know how it wasn't bigger than it really was. It's hysterical. It makes me die when I watch it. I can't stop laughing. I cry when I watch it. And the third one, oh man, that's a hard one. I had mentioned ET to you the other day.
You did.
Yeah, I would probably go ET or the Goonies maybe.
Oh, Goonies, that's good.
Goonies was a good movie, man.
But Matricio, I agree with your comment. He's talking about the Voltron NFT. All right, so obviously you showed the Hulk. I mean the Hulk, Hulk Hogan.
Mhm.
What toys do you have? What are the oldest toys that you have, or collectibles that you still own?
That I own, I don't have too much left. I did get rid of a lot of them. But the most awesome toys I had were, we talked about before, the 1964 GI Joes, the original GI Joes, the 12-inch ones.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a couple of them, and they were the most awesome. Like one of them talked. I had the space suit one. I wish I had the black one. The black one is
Yeah.
like the real big one. But the couple that I had 3 of them, and I had one that was missing a leg, but I sold it in pieces because you could actually sell pieces
Oh,
of
how funny
those.
is that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I had like a Russian hat, like the hats that tie up and they have fur on them. I had a whole bunch of hats, but that particular one I sold for $80. So I mean, it was the market on those GI Joes, and this was like a year and a half ago. I don't know where it went now, but it's unbelievable. Yeah, old toys are serious money, especially in
Oh,
good condition.
I don't have any of those, the big ones. I have a bunch of the small
Yeah,
ones.
I
You
did
know?
see it on one of your videos. You went through. You have a
Yeah,
bunch
I
of new
went.
ones too, right?
They're the three and a
Sealed.
half inch ones. I have the
Yeah,
old
but
school
you
ones
have
from when we were
but they're
kids.
sealed also, right? You have some
Oh
sealed
yeah,
ones.
but those are newer
Hmm.
ones. The
Okay.
ones that I have sealed are newer ones that I have in the attic. I
Okay.
have the ones that from when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
have those.
Yeah. Told them that they will rise in value.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping so, bro. I'm hoping so.
They will. Trust
So,
me.
all right. So, and it's I have a funny story about my GI Joe collection. But anyway,
Hmm.
well, today's about you. Today's about you. So, if you could bring back one of your toys from when you was a kid, like, that you don't
Very
have
easy.
anymore,
Yeah,
just
very
one.
very
Which one
easy.
would you bring back?
When I was a kid, I had a doll. His name was Albert, and he was my best friend.
You talking
He
about
was like
Albert with the long nose or different? Oh no, I'm thinking
no,
of Alf. I'm thinking of Alf.
he was a bear. Yeah, he was like I guess a foot and a half high, and he had a sports suit, like a running suit. Um, I got it when I was born, so it came with me. It
Oh
came with
wow.
me through. Yeah, it came with me through everything that where I've been my whole life, and then when my grandmother died, I had all my stuff that I didn't want. I didn't want to drug around with me, like stuff that was special to me.
Yeah.
And my cousin winded up going through all the stuff and cleaning everything out, and he winded up getting rid of it. But yeah, if I could bring back one toy, it would be that one, definitely.
Damn,
For
man,
sure.
that's a low blow. He threw it out.
Yeah. See, he claims he did. He admitted that he did. At least he didn't lie. I mean,
Right,
I was
right,
happy
right,
that he
right.
didn't
He
lie.
probably, I mean, look, I understand. Like, you're
Like
there.
I had
See
stupid
this,
stuff in there, like notes from junior high school and stuff like that. He really thought it was junk, and
right?
he
And he's
just
like, who wants this teddy bear that's 40 years
right,
old or whatever it was, you know?
right, yeah,
Yeah, I get it. I get it. And we're not gonna crap on him too hard.
yeah.
So, all right. So, what is the collectible that you have that's worth the most money right now that you still have?
Hmm. Probably.
I know you got some bangers. So throw three. Throw three up there.
Yeah, I would say my Mickey Mantle autographs, and probably the what the hell is his name? Hill. What is his name, man? Help me out here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just
Not
reading the chat. Eddie,
not
it's so
not not Henry Hill. The auto I showed you the other day.
Hill.
Yeah, Hill. Not Henry Hill. Not Harry Hill. His
Oh
last
yeah,
name is Hilda.
Hudson Hill, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not
Oh man, I'm drawing a blank too.
it's close enough.
It's so funny. I asked that question, and in the chat, they were Anthony. Was it Anthony? Yeah, I think Anthony asked me to ask you that same question. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So
And then I have a couple of things like, this is a 1948 Leaf Joe DiMaggio. I don't know if you guys can see it.
that is nice.
Let me get it in better light. It's in terrible condition, but it's still worth a few dollars. I want to get it authenticated and slab, because I don't think it could get graded. Then this is a 1921 Babe Ruth hand cut card.
Oh man, that is nice.
Yeah, it came
Right.
in a it came as a panel, and Babe Ruth was next to Ty Cobb. So the way it came was in a candy shop owners. It was a promo card. So when you bought candy,
I'm assuming that card right there is worth more than the Hill and the Joe DiMaggio.
The Hill, it depends on how it grades. So like ungraded, I seen them sell 1,200 to 1,500, but that was a year and a half ago. I have not looked it up.
A year and not the last 6 months, but before that, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah,
everything is caliente right now, bro.
Yeah, especially older stuff like that. So I mean, again, I know that it's real, but I can't. People won't. They don't take my what's it called? So I have to send it away and get it graded and stuff like that.
George Omega coming to the rescue. Herman Hill.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Goodness gracious, man. When I, these lights glaring on me, I can't even think straight. So, all right, since we're talking about the most expensive pieces of collectibles that you have, what about the ones one that has the most, that you have the most sentimental attachment to?
I'm gonna show you. Hold on, let me switch my So these right here are really kind of rare, and they're press photos from the 1950s. So if you see this is a press photo that somebody took that would go into a newspaper or a magazine or whatever the case is. So and they're really rare. I don't know how rare they are, but they're extremely rare. But that's the Brooklyn Dodgers, I think, versus the Yankees, and that's Jackie Robinson coming in, I guess, a home run. This particular item right here is from when the Pope came to Yankee Stadium.
Oh my God!
In the 1960s, it's what got handed out. So that's pretty cool. This is Eric Dickerson.
Oh my God, the schedule or whatever, the handbill.
So you could follow the
right. Yeah.
the mass book. but I have more of these, and they're so freaking cool. Like they're awesome to me. I think these are like the coolest things, but they get no love. A lot of people don't know about them, and most of them came like this, where you have a description on it. So this is Giant Dodger Ebbets Field. Dodgers manager Wally Allison gives Roy Campanella a good look over after opposing catcher Wes Westrom hit a foul tip into Roy's throat in the 5th inning. So, and it's marked, it's stamped. Photos 1954 August 13th p.m. 11:04.
Bro, what were you doing in 1954? I
wasn't
pose
even
that question to everybody who's watching or who sees this. What were you doing in 1954, man?
Yeah, right. But see, like stuff like this, I came along and just I fell in love with. Like, it's, to me, it's just so cool. You know, this is another one from a different. I guess this is Associated Press, so I guess this is a different one. Billy Gardner, I guess, versus the Cincinnati. I think they were called the Red Stockings. But yeah, they're just so cool, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what is well, you know what? Do you have any friends that collect? Anything, cards or comics or anything? Like
at my age, I'm 30. I'm 38 years old. I don't really do friends. I do like family. So you know, to me, like, you know, friends. I don't really have time for friends, except for like you guys. I'm happy to consider you guys friends. But like, yeah, nobody. I I try to tell people, but they don't listen. You know, and that's kind of what I wanted to get into today. You know, after you know, questions and stuff like that, after everything was answered, I kind of wanted to show people that, you know, you don't have to be an expert to really see value in something. So if you see value in something, and you know, and a lot of people have very valuable things that they just don't know are valuable. So I just wanted to show off this too also. So this is Charlie Sheeran, who I think played for a few teams, but it's a note. So kids used to send index cards and get things signed from their favorite players. So this was from Charlie Sheeran, and he's saying, "Dear Roy, some of my teammates, some of my teammates on the 1936 Phillies were Chuck Klein, Bucky Waters, Jimmy Wilson, and you know, et cetera, et cetera." But it's an actual note to some kid who asked him some of his teammates that were on the 1936 Phillies. So this is the stuff that to me is like cool as hell. You know, I have stuff like this where this is a player called named Matt Batts. He signed this. This is a team issued photo by JD McCarthy, and somebody sent it to him, and he signed it. And the guy lived in Brooklyn. And
yo,
look at
that's
the post date,
crazy, bro.
1954.
That is crazy.
But yeah, that's what kids used to do back in the day. They used to take these like stuff like this, which is team issued, and send it to their favorite player and get it autographed and sent back. So each one of these have like you know, history to it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
To me, it's the coolest stuff in the world. Like
Oh,
it's not
absolutely.
that some of it's valuable and some of it's, you know, not too valuable. There's stuff like this, like see that says Francis X Reagan. That's Frank Reagan, who played back in the 1950s football, and I can't find his autograph anywhere. Like I truly think I'm the only one that has one up for sale. I cannot find it nowhere.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
So Eddie, there's a question that came in. Are you married and do you have kids?
I don't have kids, but I am married. I've been with the girl I'm with for since I'm 18 years old. 20, I think 21 years. Yeah, 21. Yeah, and
Okay. Okay.
we just celebrated 21 actually.
Well,
But yeah, no
congratulations.
kids though.
You said you want kids?
No, I don't want kids. We wanna kind of travel the world. You know, we opened up a dog grooming salon. I guess 7 years ago now. So we work pretty hard, but we managed to be okay financially. So hopefully one day, we own our house. One day we'll be able to travel.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So all right, so what is the Grail collectible that you don't own, and it's the creme de la creme, man? Number one, if right now I could just bam make it happen, it appears. Which one would it be?
Thurman Munson, probably like a rare Thurman Munson autographed piece, maybe like a I don't know, maybe a jersey or something like that. Obviously he's not around anymore. And he was one of my favorite players. His autographs are very rare, so he's definitely one of my grails.
He was flying, and he started flying because he wanted to make it back to see his family. Now, this is the story as I know it. You correct me if I'm wrong, because you probably know it better than I. But he was flying, and he was doing all that because he wanted to spend more time with his family.
Yeah, I heard that from his wife. His wife does a lot of interviews, and she does a lot of charity, the Thurman Munson charity and stuff like that. Yeah, she did say that. Yep. It's a shame, and the same thing happened to Roberto Clemente. Basically, it's the same story.
Yeah, man.
So,
I mean, he was doing good stuff.
Really sad. Yeah.
So what's going on, Cameron? Just you're late, but you know what? It's all good, man. It's all good. We're maybe 3/4 of the way through. Yeah, Anthony, I'll get you on the wheel. Oh man, the kids had fun making that video. Okay. If they were gonna go ahead and make an NFT of anything, one thing, completely licensed, legit, what would it be for you?
For me, I really love the Hall of Fame players, and even rappers and entertainers, singers, to make the NFTs, the statue NFTs for each entertainer. And
you gotta pick one, bro. You gotta pick one.
Okay. If I wanted to, dead or alive, could I pick anybody?
Yeah, dead or alive. You gotta pick one, like one player, one singer, one rapper, whatever it is, just one.
I'll go. Let's go with Frank Sinatra. Let's be classy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah,
bro.
right.
Bro, that wasn't on the radar, man. That right there, bro. I have a list. I kid you not, of 550 NFTs that I want to make, and that.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, that is not on the list. I'm gonna have to.
That's a good one.
That's a banger right there, bro.
Yeah. It would probably welcome a whole nother age group into the mix too. Like things like the Beatles also, I think would be really, really good. But
it's crazy.
It's what's behind that NFT that would make it awesome. So like if it's a sports star, what's behind the NFT is you could press a link that would take you to, that would show you the player's stats and all-time greatest highlights. And same thing goes for entertainers. You could play the entertainers, maybe a famous song, or a famous I don't know, like him with the Rat Pack or something like that live, where you have footage of that person. And then I guess all of everything, like like a small paragraph, like where he's from, this, that,
So
instead of stats, because they don't have stats.
By the way, John G, good looking out. I'm horrible at this. Can you please hit the like button? Hit the like button. Man, I got to get used to all this. But all right, so how do you, talking about NFTs and what you just mentioned, how do you vision the metaverse? Like let's go with 10 years, what do you think the metaverse is going to be? Is it going to even be a thing? What do you envision us doing with the metaverse?
I believe that, so within the next 10 years, I was thinking about this yesterday, like really, really thinking about it. Like it was freaking me out, because just think about like for instance, like digital dogs. I own a grooming salon, so I was just thinking about it, like digital dogs. Okay, digital veterinarians, digital this, digital that, then digital cars that you would take to go to these places, which is going to be a real thing. It's going to be there. Like
Yeah,
there's
bro.
going to be real estate. There's real estate being sold now. So think of how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing though, right? Like I believe in extraterrestrials and stuff like that.
Me too.
And I watched, and I'm sure everybody else watched. There's thing on YouTube where they're interviewing an extraterrestrial, and he says that he's not from another place, he's from here, but in the time, and he's got the big head and he looks like a gray alien. But we could evolve to that because there's also a movie out there that somebody was explaining that people are all going to be dressed the same. They're not going to care the way they're dressed. They're not going to care the way they look. They're going to go from point A to point B, home, stay home, and be on the metaverse. And they're going to care what they look like digital.
Yep.
They're not gonna buy shoes anymore. They're gonna buy digital shoes.
Yep.
They're gonna go out to dinner with dates in the metaverse.
Bro, imagine rapid dating in the metaverse straight from the crib.
Yeah, but where I'm going with this is that what this interview was saying, that in the future this is what we're gonna look like: big heads, big eyes. Our body's not going to have muscle mass. We could evolve to that. Maybe it's true. Maybe that's where we're going. And
Yeah.
it's a little scary, but I mean, I say bring it on. I like technology, but to each their own. I'm not going to be here that much longer anyway, so it
Right.
doesn't really. We're just a little tiny speck on a huge timeline. So, I mean, but think about where this could really lead to. It could do a lot of damage, but it could also do a lot of good for now. But I think down the road, if it is as big as what I think it's going to be, our future might be in jeopardy over it.
Yo, I know it's deep. It's deep. We're gonna have to make a whole nother
Yeah.
video about just that.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Moon Boy, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that in the chat. So, all right. So going with that current events or current show, well, is there a current show that you watch? It doesn't, have to be collecting related. I'm just curious. Is there a TV show?
No, I pretty much gave up on television.
Yeah, seriously, right?
I'll still sit there and watch Family Guy.
Okay.
I'll watch if Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone. I cannot wait till the Twilight Zone marathon every year. I watch. I don't care. I sit there. I relax and I watch the Twilight Zone. It's my favorite show ever.
Yo, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
okay.
It's good.
Yo, it's so good. It is so good.
It's
I love
it's
that
a good
answer.
show. It's so ahead of its time.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So best investment purchase or collectible purchase you've ever done that you look back and you're like, yo, that was a straight banger. I bought this and I made this, or I invested in this and I made, whatever.
Okay, I could definitely say, like, which we discussed before. I'll try to get to it quick. So in 2018, I was interested in buying storage units, and there was two that caught my eye. One was filled with sneakers, Jordans, and I seen the Kanye West Nikes in the corners, like 4 boxes of them, and because you're able to see them online, like the doors open and you're able to see what's in the unit. So there was that one, and then there was one that was filled with sports memorabilia and 10 by 10, 10 feet by 10 feet, filled with just, I mean, everything that you see that I show you here, and like these totes, like those big totes, the green one that you see on the floor. There was probably like 50 of those big totes in there that I couldn't really see in, but the things that I did see, like a bunch of Mickey Mantle autographs, a bunch of 1968, like almost the whole set of 1968 tops, 1964 tops. Like this is the stuff that I seen. This was in the back. That lithograph right there, the Brooklyn Dodgers lithograph was on the back wall. was posted on the back wall. That's out of 1,000, by the way. This was something that was. I'm gonna switch my camera just so I could give you the idea of what I see. Okay, this is a 2004. I'll let you guys guess.
Oh, so hell to the no. You would bring this out. I've known you for X amount of time. Man, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen. That is what?
It's the whole team, bro. 2004, Joe Torre's last year. So I mean, it's everybody. Mariano Rivera.
What?
Listen, it goes this far. Look at you know who that is?
I can't make out this. Joe.
Brian Cashman, GM.
Oh, the GM, Brian Cashman. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong signature.
Don Mattingly was the first base coach.
Oh my God, it's got Don. Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, this is the type of stuff that I seen in the locker.
Was Willie Randolph still the third base coach then? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think he was gone by then. But that's some crazy hotness right there.
Right. So I mean, you know, that was one of the things that I seen in there. Like I said, a lot of Mickey Mantle stuff, a lot of Ted Williams, Joe DiMaggio, everybody that you could think of. I mean, really all the big guys. This was also hanging up in the back of the storage unit. It was a Mickey Mantle autographed poster. This is another lithograph. This is also Ebbets Field, but it was made by Jerinko, who's a famous artist, and it's numbered. I just sold one of the other lithographs, but this was the stuff that was hanging on the walls. So I mean, like I paid a little over $5,000. My wife was like, "Go ahead, do it," because I was giving up because it's an auction, and I was giving up at like 4,500, and she was like, "No, do it." And she never does that, so I was like, you know, let's go. You know what I mean? So I got it, and remember this was before. This is pre the blow up. So I then went and tried to get rid of some stuff, mostly small stuff like cards, and I had a lot of 1969 Mets stuff, a lot of stuff that I'm sorry I got rid of. I shouldn't have got rid of some stuff that wasn't sports related. I had World War One. What are they called when you put them on the end of the rifle? The knives. Bayonets. Yeah, I had 3 of them. They sold for a lot of money, man. I had what's it called? Speaking of Frank Sinatra, I had a bunch of Barbie dolls, Frank Sinatra Barbie dolls. I had the GI Joe dolls. I had stuff that was laying onto this, like I didn't even look at. Like I had a ceramic polar bear, and it was a figurine of a polar bear and the polar bear's cub. And I looked it up one day, and it winded up being like $600. So I sold it immediately for $300. But like, this is the stuff that I got out of it. So I went to go and sell a large majority of it to local card shops, and I noticed that they were killing me. They were ripping me off. They thought I didn't know anything about it.
If you don't mind, so I can just see you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
And they were really trying to rip me off really bad. You know, the stuff that I had, like one was honest with me. He said that he doesn't even have the money to pay for the stuff that I had. So I decided to open my own eBay store and do it myself. And I got my money back very quick. And I learned a lot, and basically, consider having another business, because it really is. I mean, I stood up for days and days, posting and looking things up, and trying to find out about certain things. It's a whole nother business. So I mean, it's cool, but I wanted to tell the audience about stuff like that. Like, after doing this, it gave me an eye. It gave me a keen eye, and there's been times where I've driven by things that were in the garbage that I've literally sold for hundreds of dollars. hundreds, like, you know, $600, $700. So I mean,
Damn.
yeah, if you have the eye for these collectibles or anything that you think might have value, there's ways of looking that value up, and that's what the secret is. The secret, what is the difference between the people that can't do it and the people that could do it, is eBay sold listings. That's what it is. And when I went and showed my stuff to one guy, he kept going to eBay, but I seen that he was doing something, and I was like, where are you seeing that? And he's saying, this is what it's sold for. And I'm saying, oh, okay,
Who
that
cares
makes a
what
lot
you
of
posted
sense.
for?
Right. This is what it's sold for, and
Right.
this is what it's currently going for, and this is where everybody's coming up with these comps. I couldn't understand that when I first started.
Everybody
So
watching, this is some secret sauce right here. Give it to them.
yeah, really. So when you see something like, I'll tell you, like just for instance, those antique sewing machines, that Singer antique sewing machines that every grandmother has, they're worth a lot of money, but nobody knows how much they're worth because nobody knows where to sell it or how to sell it or go about doing it. Go to eBay and go to sold listings, and when you go into the search bar, explain as best as you can what the item is, and then you narrow down and you see what that particular item has sold for, and then you check the condition, and then you compare and contrast, and you know, you go into descriptions, and you could see
Yeah.
things, and you are able to come up with an idea of what something, the value of something is. Everything has a value. One man's junk is another man's treasure, you know?
Right.
So, you know, I could tell you about stupid things. I mean, I had found, like, in the bottom of one of these bins was a bunch of postcards, Pokemon postcards that I thought were garbage. I put them in the garbage, okay? And they were all worth money. I had to go back in the garbage and take them all out because each of them were worth money.
Post it up.
So, and I didn't know that, you know, but this is how I learned. Um, the bayonets, the bayonets were tossed on the side. I thought I was going to get rid of them. I had a gas mask from, I guess it was probably you know, it was more newer. It wasn't older, but a gas mask that sold also for like $400. But this
Damn.
was stuff that I had no idea.
Right,
Like,
right. You just put
you know,
it up.
I had no idea. Like, it was extra money. This stuff was laying on the side. I was going to throw it out. You know, it was like garbage to me.
Man, I'm
you know?
looking around to see what I could sell, man.
Because like I said, you would be very surprised. You know,
So
these little figurines, they all have marks on them. Check them. You know, it's
absolutely.
just stuff in your own people's own houses. Like in my house, Norman Rockwell. You know, like, you know, things like that. They're collectibles.
So let me ask
You
you,
know?
going with that. If somebody's new to the collectible game or they want to get into it, where would you
Yeah.
recommend them starting at? Like, you know,
Garage sales and thrift stores.
But okay, but what like you just say go to the garage sale and buy anything where you go with your phone. You're just like, yo,
You
go through
can
the
check
full
on you could
page.
check for comps, but when you start, it's really what catches your eye. So like a guy like Gary Vee showed us that coffee mugs and Matchbox cars
Yeah,
and certain things are the things that catches Gary Vee's eyes. Now that's Gary Vee. Stuff that I watched during Gary Vee's shows caught my eyes, and I might have bought things a little different than him. So, I mean, it really all depends on what catches your eye. And
right.
usually old items, um, a lot of old items, like stuff that has logos on it, just cool stuff. Like,
I got you.
you
You
know,
just gotta
you have
go
to,
and search.
yeah, right.
Find and
And
search.
when something catches your eye, it will most likely catch somebody else's eye also.
Okay.
So, you know, there's most likely a value for it. Those what are those beer steins?
Uh-huh.
They're worth so much money.
That's crazy. See, I would have never known. I would have never
I was
known.
telling you
I'm
the
not
other
into
day,
any of that.
vintage t-shirts
Oh yeah, you were telling
are
me about that.
they're thousands of dollars.
That's crazy.
Thousands.
It's crazy.
And I'm not talking about vintage. I'm talking about 90s, 80s stuff that you might have in your garage, or might be in, your parents' house, or you might come across at a garage sale, or
Right.
whatever it may be.
So
But everything has value.
absolutely, absolutely. By the way, I want to mention something that came through on the chat a while ago, and something that we need to check out. Anthony Aguilar, he's talking about a show that's like the modern Twilight Zone called Black Mirror. I never heard of it. Have you?
I never heard of it, but I'll definitely look for it.
You know what? Yo, I got pen and paper right here.
Yeah.
I got this is what I prepared with. But I'm gonna add that.
There's a channel that I've been seeing that's been coming up on my an advertisement. I think it's called Gala. I'm pretty sure it's called Gala.
Oh, that's the alien joint.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
It looks so sick. And there's a guy speaking about, back in the day, like there was rulers of during in what's it called? There was kings back then that were around for thousands of years, and nobody knows what happened to them. But he's saying that they might still be around. And the proof is in all of these logos that we see today, like all of the big businesses, corporations, and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
Are they still being controlled by those same people that were
bugged out?
Bugged out, totally bugged out.
Like, so okay, let me ask you, because we spoke about your best investments and whatnot. What about give me a dud? Something that you invested in. I have quite a few of these, everybody. So I'm just putting it out there. Man, I got some doozies. We could talk for days about my mistakes, but what about you, Fast Eddie P? I know you went to go grab some, but something that you put money in, you invested in a stock, you bought a collectible or whatever, and it ended up being a fugazi, and you lost your tail.
Luke Voigt.
I can't even make out what it is. Stanley Cup?
It's Luke Voigt. Luke Voigt's rookie card.
Okay.
Last year when he was about to be the MVP, I went and bought a bunch of Luke Voigt's rookie cards. So these are two, plus I have some graded ones
because it had the thing in it. Okay.
Yeah, I took it out. It's just so that it's there's no space inside of it. But yeah, he definitely hurt me. he definitely hurt me real bad. But
how much you paid? I mean, if you don't mind, look, you don't have to say.
No, I bought 10 chrome and 10 paper. The chrome was like $150 for the raw ones, and the paper ones were like I think $100. And then the graded, the PSA 10 paper ones I had were I think $95 for one and $105 for the other. But I bought into hype, and don't ever buy into hype. Man, always prepare yourself for hype. Hype. If you don't have it during the hype, then wait it out and wait till the hype's over. That's when you sell during the hype. So, and then if you could get it after the hype, like let's say a Zion Williams, those people that bought Zion Williams in the beginning of the year, March, January, February, those people are upset. Like this is nothing. Luke Voigt, $300-400 investment down the drain. It's nothing. Those people, those are $10,000, $20,000 cards that are now worth nothing. Now, I'm not saying that he's not going to come back and it's a good time to buy him, because I'll tell you, like somebody like him is more like a Shohei Ohtani, where a lot of people came back into collecting because of Zion. And a lot of people came back into collecting because of Shohei. A lot of people turned their back on Shohei after 2018, after he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. And look what happened with him.
Yo, he killed it.
Right. And then
I bought on the low on him, and I'm sitting on a chrome. I forgot like a 9 or something. I need to move that already.
Watch what happens in the spring.
So right now it's not I'm gonna wait.
Right. Watch what happens in the spring right before baseball starts. During spring training. The same so Zion has that same power, that chemistry is still there, where people came and have some type of loyalty towards him spent a lot of money on him and want that money back. So his cards will go up significantly. Here, I just want to show people a
Yeah.
really good investment that I just invested in. These are Donruss, the
Oh,
2021 complete sets. They have Mac Jones, all the new rookies from this year. But if you see that, there's two of them. There's a red one and there's a blue one. There's also a silver one that has a pack of five optic rookie cards. I don't have those, but I have these ones. This set is all on hollow, so they're holographic and they're press proofs. And
okay.
the Mac Jones alone is selling for $200. I bought them for $100. Every week they've been going up. I have them up for $350 right now. So, and I'm only selling one. I wish I would have bought more.
I
wish I
would
would
have
have bought
Mac Jones, man. But
Yeah.
By the way, George Omega mentioned that he got back into collecting because which was comics at a garage sale. So yeah, so you know it
That,
often happens. He also mentions that Disney
right.
VHS tapes hold value in good condition, which makes sense.
Where was it?
Disney VHS, the tapes.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely. Without a doubt. Especially the ones in the vault.
Yeah,
Like the ones that go in the vault are worth a lot. Tarzan and ones that you like. I remember when Beauty and the Beast was worth a lot of money, but they took it out of the vault. Bambi was worth a hell of a lot of money at one time. I don't know where they're at now, but yeah, I used to be into that also.
Okay. John G. Hot checklist in 2021. For sure, man. All right. So okay. All right. Oh, by the way, drop a like if you're watching. Drop a like. Let's get some likes. And if you have a question that you want me to ask Fast Eddie P, let me know. Because we're almost done. So if you have something you want me to ask, let me know. And
I'm an open book, bro. You could ask me anything.
Okay. All right. So I got one.
Yeah.
If you were going to be rich, right? But you had to work or build, have a business and manage a business, and not like sit back and chill and be rich. You had to like do some type of work and manage or something. What kind of business or job would it be?
It would definitely be running like a I know it sounds cliche. A lot of people probably say it, but I would like kind of like pit bulls and parolees, but more of a place where dogs could come and live rather than be boarded and kenneled. So like a huge area where dogs,
it'd be like,
you know what I mean, and they could
for
actually
dogs.
live. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm Pisces and I grew up with dogs. They were probably the only loyal the loyal things in my life. So yeah, I have a love for them. Like,
So okay, Cameron is asking top collectible to buy right now, or he said S at the end, collectibles. So what do you think is the best collectible with, as far as ROI, return on investment?
I don't doubt for the NFT stuff, you would have to answer that question. As far as physical collectibles,
he didn't specify, so let's just go.
Okay.
Raw.
Yeah, as far as physical collectibles, like I said, 2021 football, I firmly believe in 2020, 2021 football. Same thing with baseball, but going back to 2018 to 2021. 2021, you'll get the cheapest. These rookies, one of them are going to blow. One of them will do something extraordinary. Don't be left in the cold when it happens. Right. If you were left in the cold when Tatis did it, don't be left in the cold when it happens now. Just have it. You could buy them for pennies on the dollar at the moment. So if a Jake Cronenworth becomes the new face of baseball, you'll have a gold card of his that's numbered out of 2021, and you could probably buy it for like $5 to $10 right now. So, things like that, it's better to have it than not have it. But I'm big on football. I don't really do basketball too much. I don't even really like the last year. I like 2018, 2019. Zion, like I just said, is a great investment. I think because
I think he's going back strong. I know he's hurt and all that.
Right. he's really fat right now. They're saying that, you know, he's hurt and all that stuff, but
I know.
he's too much of a beast to just, you know,
Fade away, right?
be a dud. I can't see that happening.
Okay.
He's built like, you know, like a truck. He's not going to get hurt. I mean, he got hurt, but he's not going to suffer like a you know,
career
career
ending.
ending. Yeah,
I got
right.
you. Okay. So I have another question. Are we good with that, answering that one?
Yeah, and those shirts that I was talking about. Go
Shirts,
look.
right.
Yeah, go look into it, because it's really quite amazing.
Yeah, man. I don't know anything about that, but definitely I'm going to check into that. First,
Yeah.
George Omega with a good question, which was not on my radar at all. First place to travel once the pandemic is over.
Oh, so the first place I did travel, or I would travel.
First place to travel to once the pandemic is over. So the next
The first place I went to was my favorite restaurant. That
Pero,
was the first place I traveled.
Pero I think what he meant is vacation, like go first place.
Which I was going to get into.
Maybe I'm wrong. So okay, so what was the restaurant, and then tell me like a destination to like leave New York.
Yeah, I went to a local restaurant. It's a nice little Italian restaurant. It's called Fanatico. But yeah, I went there because it was closed for so long. And that's like my favorite thing to do, is go out to eat. So yeah, we did go there. But like I said, we own a small business. Owning a small business is not what it's what it's wrapped up to. You are a slave. You're a slave to it.
A slave. And, I've lived it. I know is okay. But okay, so your next vacation. Let's just say
my next vacation will probably be like I would love to go to like Greece.
Santorini. Crete. Dude, that is it right there. I have not gone to Greece. That is on my list. I have like 3 Greek islands that I want to go to, but after I go to Athens, I have it all.
Athens, yeah, out, that would be first. Yeah,
for like years. Absolutely. I got this. But yo, maybe we all go, man. It's just go crazy. All right. Okay, let me see. There's a few questions that came in. Break. Okay. Next season, John G with a good question. Another man. I could just sit back and just read the questions from the chat. Who, in your opinion, who is going to be the breakout player of the next MLB season?
The next MLB season breakout player?
Yes,
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say Jazz Chisholm.
Woo.
I really like him. I like the way he's built, and I have a feeling, for some strange reason, that he's the next guy. Don't ask me why. I really like Jonathan India also, but Jonathan India is very old. Jared Kelenic, I love the name, but he didn't show me, like, just for some reason, this kid Chisholm.
Yeah, I
just see a spark in him. You know, he's just some reason. I can't put my finger on it, but I think he's gonna be one of the breakout stars.
Yeah. I just made a note. Okay, so another question I have that popped in my head here. At Fanatico, first off, what's your favorite type of food, and then your favorite dish?
My favorite type of food is actually West Indian food. I had a best friend growing up. He was Jamaican. I was the only white kid allowed inside of his house, and his mother used to cook. His mom used to cook some stuff that oh my God, it was the best food in the world. She used to make something called stoupies. She was straight from Jamaica. She was a nurse, didn't really like white people, but she loved me. So I was spoiled with her. But obviously I love Italian food. My favorite dish is probably chicken franchise. I love.
Dude, I remember the very first time I had chicken franchise is franchise. I don't know how to pronounce it. I say franchise.
Yeah, you could say it either way. I say franchise. Some people say the other way.
Yeah, so, bro, that thin slice of chicken breaded with that lemon. Oh my Lord, that's a banger, bro.
Yeah, I just had it last night too. Yeah,
bro, I had it off of Oh God, where is that? Well, whatever, man. I still remember where I was in Queens when I. Anyway, banger, bro. Let me see. We have any? Yo, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button. You know, see, I'm getting better with you saying it.
I'll tell you a secret too. You know, us growing up in Queens, we experienced something that a lot of the rest of the country don't experience. When I went to school, and I'm sure you could attest to it, there was 54 kids in my class from 36 different
Bro,
countries.
it's a melting pot, bro.
Dude, there was maybe 4 white people in my class.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
was from everywhere.
bro.
From everywhere.
Yeah, I went to Thomas Edison,
Oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, it was my high school. If anybody knows, my high school was across the street from Jamaica High. It was 2 high
Yeah.
schools,
Yeah.
and dude, that's how it is, man.
I was zoned for Jamaica. I didn't go. I
Yeah,
winded
yeah.
up getting my GED and stuff like that. Um but yeah, we had, like, in elementary school, we had multicultural fairs where the parents would come and bring food up. And I'm so grateful as an adult to have experienced
The
that.
culture,
Yeah, because I have no idea what racism.
right,
As an adult coming out to Long Island, I experienced it. I seen it firsthand, and
bro.
I was shocked.
I experienced
Shocked.
it when I moved to Florida.
Oh, I didn't know about it, bro. It was
Bro,
crazy.
I know. It's like I came out here and I experienced. I was like, "Whoa, that's interesting."
Yeah, my neighbors used to be every descent that you could think of. Like, I played with every kid. Every kid I played with was from somewhere different.
Yo,
Like,
I know it's not about me, man. It's just so funny. You know, I have so many stories, man. But
yo,
real quick, real quick. I'm just gonna say this 10 seconds.
yeah, say it.
I had like a job where I went inside people's homes without giving
Yeah.
away too many details. So I went. I just was fresh from New York in Florida, and I go inside this shack, what it was. Anyway, I go in there, and the grandmother. I'm doing my work, whatever. And the daughter's talking to me, and all of a sudden the grandmother turns to me and says, "It's nice that they let people like you do this type of work." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, they let me out my cage every so often."
You gotta laugh at it.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, Joe, you have to laugh at it because
It's hilarious. I mean,
they don't know what they're
funny,
missing.
but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna let it ruin my day.
those people don't know what they're missing. It's a beautiful thing when you learn about other people's cultures and the world, and you experience other people's foods and the way they dance and this and their antiquities and where they came from in Peru and this and that.
Man. Absolutely. Yo, I used to rock a lot with people that like calypso,
Yeah,
and it's a lot like merengue, So it's one of Marty and I's first dates. We went to with one of my people down in Miami. We went to like a party that was like that. It was like worked out. So okay,
it's a crazy music, man.
Chicharron, Moon Boy says chicharron de pollo. Yeah.
Can't beat Spanish food, man.
Dude, man, Spanish food is delicious. Okay,
I eat it twice a week.
that's it, man. So okay, real quick. So so if you have any questions, let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know. And I ask Eddie. Also, hit me with a like. Hit me with a like. All right. So favorite car. Like right now, they were gonna give you a car. What would it be?
I'm a car guy.
So okay, I didn't know you were a car buff like that.
Oh yeah, big time. I really like the Maserati truck.
The Maserati truck.
Yeah, and on a lighter level, I just seen the Mustang truck, the new Mustang truck. It's nice. It's really nice. But the Maserati truck, to me right now, if I had my choice, that would be the car that I would go grab.
Okay. So what about your favorite sport? What's your obviously I know you like everything, but what's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport to watch and to follow would be baseball. But as far as investing in the most interesting sport right now is definitely football. It's just it's in a really good place. The kids that we're seeing coming in are the future. So, it's a good time to invest in it, because back when Brady started in those years, if you would have had those cards just laying around, you would have been very well off. So having these class of kids from 17, if you're really lucky, 18, 19, Kyler Murray, last year, Herbert Burrow, this year, there's a ton of them, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Trey Lance. You could just keep naming them, but these are the future of the sport. So I mean, it's a time where you're not going to really see too much more of this. It's just a very special time.
Okay. So, by the way, John G says Dodge Demon. So, I had a Dodge Durango for a while.
Yeah, those are nice too. They were big back in the day. A lot of people have them.
So
the SRT is amazing.
So, okay. We spoke about a lot of things, we're here at the tail end of the interview, but when it comes to watching YouTubers and watching content, who do you think has the goods? What are the channels that you like to watch? Help you out?
I religiously, I've been watching you since I had hurt myself pretty bad. I hurt my back. I broke my arm. I had like 4 surgeries over the summer, but I was laid up for a while. So as I was laid up, I was watching a lot of YouTube. That's when I started. You came on YouTube. I've been watching you pretty much from almost the beginning. And whatever I didn't see from you, I went back and watched. So I mean, I really enjoy watching your content. Plus, I feel like a connection to it because I started watching it from the beginning. Sports card investor. I've been watching for a long time. He
Brad,
came,
right?
Not Brad. That's the model guy. But sports card investor is Jeff. He just did
right. What am I saying? That's right, Jeff.
Yeah, he's the one that did the
who owns the business and the website and da.
Yeah, the data tool that everybody uses.
Yes. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I watch.
Yeah, he's got something going on. He's been around. I respect him because he came on right before the big rush boom. And plus it was like right after I just started selling and stuff like that on eBay. So, I kind of felt like some type of connection to it because I was learning a lot from him. I really like his name is Chris, sports card, and it's like I think the name of his channel is like collector dealer.
Yeah, and not in that order.
Yeah, not in that order. Chris Sewell, I think his name is. He's awesome. The Mangini collection, I really like.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong because the stuff that I showed you earlier. I mean, he's probably the only one that I would be able to go over that stuff with, and he would know everything about what I have, which is very rare these days, and it's because of people like him that stuff will remain relevant. Without someone like him that's showing it and trying to get it on in people's face, people will just forget about it.
I love that channel. Yep.
Yeah, it's historic. You have to, it's a great thing to watch. I like what he does. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I like Steve Will Do It, LLC. He does some of the videos are like heart touching. I mean, dude, I'll be crying hysterically watching some of these videos where he's giving away people, homeless people, houses and this and that and that. I mean, changing people's lives for real. Kids that have no father, like the lady was living in a hotel. He came and gave her $50,000, a new Tesla. That just didn't. It was unbelievable what he's doing for people. I like him. I like this is another kid, Omni and the Hellcat.
What? I've never heard of that one.
He's going through a little bit of trials and tribulations, but he's the one that made Gears TV on Cody.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, I don't know who he is, but I know Cody and Gears TV.
Right. So he made Gears TV on Cody and became a he was delivering pizza and made Gears TV on Cody just to give you a quick synopsis of why I respect him and love him so much. He was delivering pizza and then made Gears TV on Cody. But before that, he was selling fire sticks on the side, jailbroken fire sticks.
Right.
And then
right.
decided to make this Gears TV, and became a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, just go check out his. It's astonishing.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Well, what's
He
the
did
name
get
of
in
the
trouble
channel?
though. Huh?
What's the name of the channel?
Ami and a Hellcat.
Ami.
Omi. He's like Dominican. So
Oh,
Omar, I guess,
Omi and the
Omi.
Hellcat. Okay.
Yeah, Omi and a Hellcat.
Deontay. Okay. So okay. What is your biggest regret in life?
Oh.
I mean, dude, you don't have to answer. Like, you passed.
No. I could definitely answer that. One of them. I have a couple of them, but one of them was I feel like everybody in this world has some type of superpower. You may be good at sports, or you may be good at whatever it may be. You might be an artist. You might be, but everybody has something special about them. So, sometimes, you heard it in Bronx Tale, the worst thing in the world is a waste of talent.
Yeah.
So my younger years, like I said, I was not an angel. I did a lot of stupid things. I made up for a lot, but my little specialty, like, I knew I wasn't a model or a porn star, or like, I knew what I was, but I had the ability to help people, and like, just talk to people, and I was able to listen to people and articulate their feelings
Okay.
in a way, because I'm like empathetic, so I could feel what somebody else is feeling. So it's like, I feel like one of my superpowers. Like, I have really good intentions and stuff like that. So growing up, I never hurt anybody, but a lot of times I hurt myself, and I feel like I could have done something with that power. Oh, like
I got you.
like world changing, like, literally. So, like, when I watch people like Gary V,
Yeah.
or some of these speakers, motivational speakers, like, it's like a joke to me, and I should have went that route, because I feel like I could have
Dude,
helped
it's not
a
too
lot.
late, man. But
No, I know.
it's not too late. But yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you. If you would have started from rip, early, young,
Right.
younger,
Right.
Okay. All right. So we're getting to know you. We're almost done. It's just I'm thinking of something else I want to ask. Favorite music or singer?
I like rap music. I guess
You have to pick one. Or all right, fine. We'll give you if it's tough, we'll give you two.
I could pick one. Nas. I'm from Queens.
Oh man, lyricist. Oh my god.
And then like
he's
Tupac.
from Astoria, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, you could say
He's from that
Queensbridge.
area.
Same thing. Yeah, Astoria and Queensbridge just hand in hand.
Right. Oh yeah, Queens. Okay, I know he's from that area.
Yeah, I met him a couple times. He's an asshole.
You know what? You're not the only person that's said that.
Oh, what an asshole. His brother was cool, Jungle, but this guy, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, oh my God.
Okay. All right. So, dealing with the NFTs and Back to the Future, the DeLorean, it's been on everybody's mind. If you had one that actually worked, you were able to use that flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Tell me 3 times in the past that you would travel to, and why? Like, what event? What would it be?
Oh boy, like, this is right up my alley, bro. I would go to probably ancient Mesopotamia to see how they say humanity started there. I believe humanity started not only in Mesopotamia, but from a stretch from India to Africa, and that was just the middle. So I would probably go back there, and just to see actually what was happening. Also, ancient Egypt. I would definitely go back to ancient Egypt, and probably around the time where the Hindu, I guess, ancient records say that Krishna and their gods came to Earth And because I mean, the antiquities in India are something out of this world. It's just
Absolutely. Yeah.
not something that humans could possibly do. So I would love to go see firsthand how that was done.
So
And
okay,
there's a number of other ones. I mean, I could go on about that all night.
was
But
that 2 or 3?
that was 3.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Mesopotamia, Egypt, and India.
Okay. All right. So now, if you could go in the future, like, and something that you feel that is going to happen, or if you were to go into the future, and you know what, where would you go to see what kind of event or whatever?
I would I would probably go to I guess like 50 years from now. Um,
50 years from now.
would I be able to have the knowledge that I have had
Yeah,
back?
like right now, you jump in and you can
Yeah,
set.
I would guess like 50 years, because I think within the next 50 years is where we're going to make the major mistake, to where, we might have catastrophic activities, happen. So I mean, I know they're starting now, but I think that we're civil enough right now to where it's not going to be as big as it will be. But I think within the next 50 years, we're gonna, if somebody is able to go in the future from now and warn, like, listen, if you guys do this, it's gonna be the end of the world. So
Oh
you know
wow.
what I mean. So
Okay. All right. So by the way, we're almost done. We're almost done. If there's any questions you want me to ask Fast Eddie P, drop it in the comment section. Let me get a like, um, and feel free to answer these questions for yourself in the comment section. I'm curious.
yeah, they're really good questions.
Okay. All right. So now I noticed, because I was like, you know what? Let me ask you about some, traveling stuff. Back to the Future. So again, I noticed that if you were to go back in time, you said 3 times that you were not alive. If you were to pick one time that you were alive, where would you go to? You can't. You have to be alive for this.
1996.
90s. Ooh.
Oh my God, man, it
Yankees
was,
winning.
huh?
The year the Yankees won.
Oh yeah, they won. They won a few times that decade, but 1996 was like the blizzard of '96. To bring you back to that time, it was just a time of, like Wu-Tang Clan was on the radio.
Oh yeah.
It was just you could clothes weren't, we didn't care if you were wearing Louis Vuitton, like you could wear a Champion shirt and some Timberlands.
And you're straight. You're good.
Yeah, you're straight. Like, like it was a time where being gritty and grimy was okay, cool. We didn't care
You
about
have to look so.
the prettiness.
Yeah, God.
We were out and about, and we were having fun, and it was just a different time. And I'm so grateful that I was alive in that era, 80s and 90s. It was the last of the great times. Other than that, I would go back to 1969, because I heard that was a time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've heard my pops talks about
Yeah.
it, the time of
Yeah.
peace, love,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I mean, just look at the stuff that was going on. The Knicks, the Jets, the Mets, we landed on the moon. It's just the historical significance, and just if you watch the Wonder Years, like that's kind of what I
yeah,
feel
hell
like
yeah.
it was like. So like, like imagine being like the music that was going on.
Banging.
Awesome time.
Okay. All right. Again, once again, I have one question I want to ask before I ask it. Again, drop a like. And also, if you have any questions that you want me to ask, feel free to ask it in the chat. So the question that I have is, what is something about you that we haven't spoken about tonight that would surprise us if I were to ask it to you, and the answer that you would give, would surprise everybody watching. Surprise us, bro.
Okay.
So you give me the question to ask you.
I'm gonna try to do this.
So I give you a minute to let that marinate.
Yeah, that's a hard one to come up with.
You know, this is
So,
gonna be
so
a
you're
drop
saying like
mic.
maybe just name something strange about me or something like that?
Well, just something like, you know, like, yo, if Joe would have asked, da 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 da.
Listen, I'll give you something cool about me. All
Okay,
right.
we'll go with something cool.
I'm the only person that you know that has a pierced third nipple.
Stop. Free.
Nah, I'm not. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
What?
If you want, I'll show it, but it doesn't have a ring, but it's pierced. So
Stop. I had screenshot this, everybody.
hold on.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I did that. I did that in Manhattan to try to get Lindsay Lohan's attention.
We gotta give me the details about this. Lindsay Lohan? Yo, that was anybody's attention.
Yeah, I was on West 4th Street, and I went and said, "Fuck it, let me get my my third nipple." Yo, dude, it went in book. It went in. They took pictures. They put it in books. They put it in everything. Like, it was like unbelievable. It was so cool.
That is freaking dope. That is dope. Cameron got the shocked emoji. John G's got the shocked emoji. Yo, if you're shocked at seeing a third nipple pierced, go ahead.
I used to have a barbell in it, but it because it was so long ago, like it was getting thin, like the skin gets thinned out. So I took it out because I didn't want it to break, you know, like the skin to break.
Oh my gosh. George Omega says, "Are you a mutant?" That is funny. Okay. Wow. That right there was like, what? That's good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So all right, this is your last chance in the chat. Drop a question for Fast Eddie P. You know, okay. You definitely surprised me. Definitely surprised by that last one. Do you have any other shocks? I mean, there's no way anybody's gonna ever top that. But
I don't think somebody's gonna top that. That when I tell people that one, they're like, it's so out of the ordinary. Like you don't know anybody else that did it. That's it. That's it.
That is hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. I love it. All right, so if you've missed it, you know, rewind this. I think this was super dope. Thank you so much.
No problem. I cannot wait to watch other people's. Like, you have such a good idea to do this. It's
right. So, you know, thank you for reminding me. I should probably promote this, but you know, I want to interview people that are collectors. I want to, you know, people from the community, sports card collecting, comic book, NFT, stamps, VHS tapes, old school T-shirts, old school toys, whatever it is. If you're a collector of any type, I want to get in your head. I want to see what makes you tick, because we are special breeds.
Yeah, definitely.
My wife calls me a hoarder, where I have little trinkets from New York City, and I have my old toys that I played with, and I have the comic. You know what I got, man. So she says I'm a hoarder, but I'm built. We are built a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
See things in a different light.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, you know, and I have this emotional tie to all these things, you know. So the next Georgia Mega says, on the next episode of Ripley's Believe It or Not. That was good. John G says, yes, good night, man, for sure. Thank you for watching. So again, that's what I want to do. I want to start interviewing people, and you know, hopefully I can get some people that, because it's not easy to get in front of the camera. So I hope to get some more people to do this, you know. Link in the description for the Discord. We're live, so I don't have the description going, but once this goes live, I'm going to go ahead and put in the description. Please come into the Discord. We're 30 something odd. I think we're up to 38, I think, or 28. I could be wrong. It's about 30. Let's just say that. you know, and we chop it up. We have some people that are making NFTs. They're doing projects. This is a good platform to promote their projects, a good way to jump in and have an interview, so that way we can connect, you know.
I've noticed honestly, you're probably the only content creator that is trying to interact and mingle everything. There's a lot of hate and stupidity that's coming from people in the physical sport, especially the sports card realm, when it comes to NFTs and stuff like that. The problem that I have with them is they have no argument. They don't even know what an NFT is. They don't want to know. They don't.
Right.
You know, they learn about something before you hate it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
right. And a lot of the collectors, or the physical collectors, they just want to, you know, and I'm not gonna front. When I first heard about it, I was the same way. I was like, nah, that's I don't want anything to do with it. That's a bad idea. But once I actually educated myself, and thanks to Dokta Strange, he put the bug in my ear, and I was like, you know what, let me look into this. And you know, I give him all the credit, because he didn't let it go. He brought it up again. He let me
especially the way he guided you. He guided you definitely in the right space.
Yeah. If it was any other way, it wouldn't have happened. So, you know, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and see what this is all about. When I started to do some research, I was like, oh, okay, I get the big picture. This is huge, you know. But when I just am in my little bubble and I'm collecting my comic books and cards, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to know about anything. NFTs, it's a picture. I'll get out of here. You know, then you know, but once you open up your mind and you pay attention and you just, you know, do some research, then yeah, man. So yeah, I want to bring the physical collectors and the digital collectors together, man. There's no reason why we need to hate and be beefing with each other. Yo, you know what I'm saying? We should all live and have fun collecting. We're all the same. We collect. Everybody knows me, man. I collect because I have emotional ties to these different things. Just like there's no difference of a physical card, this Kobe Bryant, you know, versus me sitting in the metaverse chilling and seeing the Kobe Bryant on my metaverse wall. I'm gonna have that same emotional tie. Same thing, man. It's visual, you know what I'm saying? So
and not only that, bro, it's be ahead of the time, because that's a lot. See, a lot of people that are into sports cards, and I say it all the time. A big problem with the whole hobby is you have a lot of people that want to get rich quick, and they don't even care about the hobby. If that's the case, and you are an investor and you are Mr. You know, I'm on everything, I'm on top of everything, then you're going to want to at least know about what the next hot thing is, and you're going to be left in the cold when it's going to be too late for you to get involved in NFTs.
Look at Bitcoin, man. I you know, bro, you were supposed to jump in, you know, 8 years ago. You know, it's late. So yeah, that's how I feel, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring everybody together and then build a platform where we can come and talk to each other and interview and get to know one another and see what, you know, people who may not are NFT collectors but maybe not card collectors. They got to know you know, and get to see. Oh, okay, we're not different. We're not different. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose. We're the same, man. So you're building a place where people could come feel safe to ask pretty much anything. I'm here, whatever knowledge I have, I'm not holding it back. Like a lot of these YouTube content creators are sketchy. I mean, very sketchy. They have their own agenda. Their own agenda. They just, you know what can I get out of it? It should be
right. I want people to eat just like me, bro. I want people to, you know, if I make money on something, I want people to know about it. Go do this. I just made some money on this. Go do this. Go do this.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So yeah, you know, please join the Discord so we can get ahead and chop it up. And also, again, you know, I want to have these interviews. So if you're interested, please, you know, join. And if you have an NFT project, and you know what, this is a good way to get ahead of the game, because if somebody's building an NFT project, you can look at it and be like, yo, this could be worth some nice coin in 5 years.
Yep, exactly what I was talking about before. If you have an eye for it and you say, I believe in this, and you're right, and you hit, this is something you could hit
Yeah,
real big.
and you're getting in from day one, where
Day one.
you know you're gonna get in at a low price. You know, your entry
Yeah.
fee is gonna be low. You know, so
Absolutely.
yeah, you know, and then also I started a Discord paid membership, which is $5, but I'm giving back double your money to 30% of the members. So at the end of the month, what I'm gonna plan on doing is 30% of the members, I'm gonna give them back $10 in Veve gems.
Yeah.
So boom,
Which is awesome of you, man. It's
you know what
really
I'm saying?
nice.
And then everybody, all the paid members are going to every month. I'm going to give away one of my NFTs, the big collectibles, and
Correct.
right now that's $10 each. So right there, man, you're doubling your money guaranteed, possibly getting double your money also in Veve gems, 30% chance. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to incorporate, you know, a little bit of everything. I'm trying to attract physical.
Evie's gonna owe you. They're gonna owe you something.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just trying to make things happen, you know. And again, the NFTs that are on the big collectible collection, I've got things that I have emotional ties to.
But they're awesome, bro. They are awesome.
You know, Wayne Gretzky, you know, all of that. And oh man, I don't have the autographs read right here next to me, but you know, that's why I'm trying to put everything together, put audio on it, so that way we all can sit back and you know, and in the metaverse see how dope this was, and look at this and listen to, oh man, Kobe Bryant scoring 81 points, that audio clip, you know.
Why we still have him on the wall this is why.
Right, this is why. So you know what I'm saying, just
why.
trying to make all that happen.
These are the moments that he gave us, right?
So exactly. So that's it, man. So again, if you made it this far, please drop a like and a sub. We're just trying to build this community and link the physical collectors to the digital collectors together. So Fast Eddie P, anything else, or are we straight?
No, just real quick. Speaking of the Discord, if you like this video, be a subscriber. Jose, whatever you want to call him, he's going to be giving somebody away these. Hold on. These cards. They're all from the current 2021 Chronicles. They're all I think they're called Prism. I forget what the name.
Disco. Aren't those the discos?
No, they're not disco. They're some type of prism. I can't. Hyper prism.
Bro, there's so many different parallels and stuff. I forget the names, man.
Yeah, so I think they're beautiful. I'm giving somebody will get these three cards: Guerrero, Luis Robert, and Ronald Acuna. He'll tell you what you got to do, and then he'll send me the winner's address, and I'll send it out to whoever wins it. If you live, just want to say, if you live out of the country, unfortunately, I can't send it as with tracking or anything like that. So it will come as like a letter. So you got to look out for it in the mail. But I promise I will send it. But
okay, so let's do 3 separate winners.
Whatever you. I mean, they're not. You want
to do one winner? Okay, we do one winner.
The reason why is because they're not rookie cards. So I mean they're the biggest stars, and they are parallels. So I mean they are cool, and they're awesome. They'll look good in anybody's set. But this way somebody gets as much value as possible. John G,
are you still in the chat? Because I know we were about to leave, and I think he bounced.
You're gonna do it in the Discord, not now. They have to like this video, subscribe, and they have to be in the Discord.
Okay, bet. You know what? You and I at the end of this video, we'll discuss how we're gonna determine who the winner is, and then in the Discord, but this will be tomorrow because it's already late.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody. Good looking out for coming through. Cameron, George, John G, everybody, George Omega, everybody that came through, Strange, good looking out. And, again, just join the Discord, man. We're trying to build a community, brother.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.